Next on BGSU Brain Game, it is Central Catholic versus Heritage Christian. I think we better get ready for a little brawl of the brain cells. Only one team can leave victorious. Who's it gonna be? Only one way to find out. BGSU's Brain Game starts right now. And welcome to BGSU Brain Game, Central Catholic versus Heritage Christian. Let's meet our teams. Starting off with Heritage Christian, tell us who you are.
I'm Micah Lee, a junior. To my left is Lauren Knight, a junior. And to my right is Christian Danke, a junior.
All right, welcome. Oh, I'm sorry, who are you coached by?
Miss Linwell.
All right, welcome to you. And Central Catholic, tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Jack Wesley. I'm a senior. To my left is Joel Dries, and to my right is Jackson Coker.
And you're coached by?
Coached by Miss Farina and Mr. White.
All right, welcome to both of our teams and coaches. This round is the toss-up round. There are 10 questions in this round. There are 10 points apiece. No deduction for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. Heritage Christian, Central Catholic, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Known for his toughness and rough speech, which World War II American general earned himself the nickname of Old Blood and Guts? Time. That would be George S. Patton. Rocks of this type are grouped on a pressure-temperature scale, and that would be Central Catholic. Jack?
Metamorphic.
Correct. During which U.S. President's administration was the Environmental Protection Agency established? That would be Central Catholic. Jack?
Nixon.
Correct. This mammal was called a Hoover hog and a Texas turkey during the Great Depression because poor people were reduced to eating them. What is the name of this bony, armored creature? That would be Central Catholic. Jack?
Carp.
Incorrect. Heritage Christian, would you like to steal? That would be Micah.
Armadillo.
Armadillo is correct. Opposed to war, oath-taking, and rituals, this Christian group was founded in the mid-17th century in England. That would be Heritage Christian. Micah.
Quaker.
Quaker, correct. If you are located 270 degrees clockwise from north, what is your directional reading on a handheld compass? Heritage Christian. Micah.
West.
West is correct. During its construction, the Erie Canal was referenced sarcastically with an unflattering name. What was this two-word phrase that mocked this magnificent engineering feat? Time. It was known unceremoniously as Clinton's ditch. The genus of this small green plant derives its name from the Latin words tress and folium. What is this plant often associated with the Irish? That would be Central Catholic. Jack?
Shamrock.
Shamrock is correct. When an accused is taken into custody by law enforcement in one state and returned to the state of the alleged crime, what process is utilized? Central Catholic. Joel?
Due process.
Incorrect. Heritage Christian, would you like to steal? Time. The term we were looking for was extradition. What noun is used to designate one of a series of teeth on the rim of a wheel that fit between the teeth on another wheel so that one wheel can move the other? That would be Heritage Christian. Chris?
Gear.
Will we accept gear? We will not accept gear. Central Catholic, would you like to steal? That would be Jack.
Cog.
A cog is what we needed, yes. End of round. Let's take a look at our score. Well, Doesn't get much closer than this. Central Catholic 40, Heritage Christian at 30 points. Stick around. Coming up next is our risk and reward round. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. Heritage Christian 30, Central Catholic 40 points. This is our risk and reward round. Both teams are staying with their lineup from the last round. Both of our teams will receive the same 9 questions. They're worth 10 points apiece, no deduction for an incorrect answer. Our 10th question is our risk and reward question, where the teams can take a little bit of power in their own hands. They can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments based upon a topic that we give them. A correct answer will result in those bonus points. An incorrect answer will result in negative points. That's why it's called risk and reward, folks. Risk and reward. Let's see. Central Catholic, you're at 40 points. Heritage Christian, you're at 30. That means Central Catholic, you're sticking around. Heritage Christian, off to isolation you go. All right, Central Catholic, are you ready for your risk and reward round?
Of course.
Yes.
Starts right now. Name the hybrid animal that is the resulting cross between a female horse and a male donkey. That would be Jack.
Mule.
Excuse me?
Mule.
Correct, mule. Dichotomy is a division into 2 mutually exclusive, opposed, or contradictory groups. Spell the word dichotomy. Jack.
D-Y-C-A-T-O-M-Y.
Incorrect. D-I-C-H-O-T-O-M-Y. In India, which complex system of social classification is determined by birth?
Caste system.
Need to buzz in, please. Jack.
Caste system.
Caste system is correct. True or false? The goat is the national animal of Scotland. That would be Jack.
False.
False. Do you know what it actually is?
Unicorn.
It is indeed the unicorn. Yes, really. Identify the principle identified by Gregor Mendel that states one factor in a pair of gametes, it may prevent expression of the other factor. That will be Jack.
Dominant recessive.
Dominant and recessive, correct. In addition to the picture of planet Earth, which other symbol is found on the flag of the United Nations? Time. An olive branch, 2 olive branches actually. While Ohio entered the Union on March 1st, 1803, which 2 states entered before in 1796 and after in 1812? Time. That would be Tennessee and Louisiana. How many stars were added to the flag, how many stars were added to the U.S. flag in 1959? Jack.
2.
2. 1 for Alaska and 1 for Hawaii. Multiple choice question. What was the first city to reach a population of 1 million? Rome, London, or Beijing? That would be Jack.
London.
Incorrect. Rome is what we needed there. All right, risk and reward time. The topic is everybody's favorite topic, bacteria.
I'll bet 5.
Betting 5. 5 points on bacteria. A long hair-like projection responsible for movement in bacterium is known by what name? Jack.
Flagellum.
Flagellum is correct. 5 additional points for Central Catholic. That is the end of the risk and reward round for you. It is now time for you to head off to isolation. All right, let's bring back in Heritage Christian. Come on back. Welcome back to Heritage Christian. Are you ready for your risk and reward round?
Yep.
All right, starts right now. Name the hybrid animal that is the resulting cross between a female horse and a male donkey. Time. That would be a mule. Dichotomy is a division into 2 mutually exclusive, opposed, or contradictory groups. Spell the word dichotomy. Chris.
D-I-C-H-O-T-O-M-Y.
Correct. In India, which complex system of social classification is determined? Chris.
Caste.
Correct. True or false? The goat is the national animal of Scotland. That would be Micah.
False.
False. Do you know what it is?
No.
It's the unicorn. Sir, it is, for real. Next question. Identify the principle identified by Gregor Mendel that states one factor in a pair of gametes may prevent expression of the other factor. Time. Dominance and recessiveness is what we were looking for there. In addition to the picture of the planet Earth, which other symbol is found on the flag of the United Nations? In time, no. Olive branch, 2 of them to be exact, is what we were looking for there. While Ohio entered the Union on March 1st, 1803, which 2 states entered before in 1796 and after in 1812? That would be Micah.
Kentucky and Indiana.
Incorrect. Tennessee and Louisiana, but good guess though. How many stars were added to the U.S. flag in 1959? That would be Lauren.
2.
2, correct. 1 for Alaska and 1 for Hawaii. Multiple choice time. What was the first city to reach a population of 1 million? Rome, London, or Beijing? That would be Micah.
Beijing.
Incorrect. Rome is what we were looking for there. All right, this is our risk and reward question. The topic is bacteria. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments, or you can simply pass. Heritage Christian, what are you thinking?
We'll do 5.
5 points it is for Heritage Christian. Bacteria is the topic. A long, hair-like projection responsible for movement in a bacterium is known by what name? That would be Micah.
Flagellum.
Correct. You get bonus of 5 points. Heritage Christian, that is the end of the risk and reward round for you. It is now time to clear our scores. Let's bring back in Central Catholic. Welcome back to Central Catholic. Let's show our teams where they stand. Heritage Christian is standing at 75 points. Central Catholic now has 95 points. A brawl of the brain cells indeed. You're going to want to stick around. Our category round is coming up next, where questions are worth 30 points, but deductions are going to start. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. Heritage Christian at 75 points, Central Catholic at 95 points. Heritage Christian, looks like you have a substitution. Who has joined your team?
To my left is Hunter Kelly.
All right, welcome to you. And Central Catholic staying with your lineup from the last round, so welcome back to all of our returning players. This is the category round. This is where the power shifts a little bit to our teams. There are 6 categories to choose from. Questions worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points. Deductions do start now, though, so if you select a 15-point question, you are risking 15 points at the same time. There is a double or nothing question hidden in there somewhere, which could be a game changer. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. Heritage Christian, since you are at 75 points, you get to make the first selection.
Periodic table families for 15.
Periodic table for how many? 15. I will read the names of 3 elements. You are to identify the element that does not belong in the same family as the other 2. Silicon, lead, and nitrogen. Central Catholic, Jackson.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen is correct. Central Catholic takes control.
Geography potpourri for 25.
Geography for 25. What is the northernmost capital city in mainland Europe? Central Catholic, Jack.
Glasgow.
Incorrect. Heritage Christian, would you like to steal? Time. Helsinki is what we were looking for there. Central Catholic, you are still in control, though.
Same category. Same category, 20.
Geography for 20 points. Only one nation in the Western Hemisphere has Portuguese as its official language. Name it. That would be Central Catholic. Joel.
Brazil.
Brazil is correct. Central Catholic in control.
Let's go 15. Same thing, 15.
Going for geography for 15 points. Bogota is in what South American country? That would be Central Catholic. Joel.
Colombia.
Colombia is correct. Central Catholic in control, making a move.
10.
Geography for 10 points. What is the capital of Nova Scotia? Halifax. Central Catholic in control.
30.
Geography potpourri for 30 points. What two countries does the Gobi Desert span? Time. That would be China and Mongolia. Central Catholic still in control, though.
Colorful language for 20.
Colorful language for 20 points. Identify each word or phrase that contains a color in its name. A wave that has a foamy crest. That will be Central Catholic. Joel.
Whitecap.
A whitecap is correct. Central Catholic in control.
Colorful language, 25.
Colorful language now for 25 points. A legal tender note issued by the U.S. government. That would be Heritage Christian. Chris.
Greenback.
Greenback is correct. Heritage Christian takes back control. Selection, please.
6-letter verbs for 15.
6-letter verbs for 15 points. I will define a verb, each consisting of 6 letters, followed by the first letter of each verb. You are to identify the given verb. To begin a trip or journey, the letter is D. Central Catholic, Jackson.
Depart.
Depart, yes. Central Catholic takes back control.
Biology babies for 20.
Biology babies for 20. What is a baby muskrat called? Central Catholic, Jack.
Joey.
Incorrect. Heritage Christian, would you like to steal? Time. Kit is what we were looking for there. Central Catholic in control.
Biology babies, 10.
Biology babies for 10 points. What is a baby reindeer called? That would be Central Catholic. Jack.
Oh, doe.
Incorrect. Heritage Christian, would you like to steal?
Fawn.
Incorrect. A calf is what we were looking for there. Central Catholic still in control, though.
Solve me for 10.
Solve me for 10 points. How much will it cost to buy 5 pizzas at $11.99 each? That would be Heritage Christian. Micah.
$59.95.
Correct. Heritage Christian takes control.
Solve me for 15.
Solve me for 15 points. What is 21 squared? $441. Heritage Christian in control.
Keep going.
Solve me for 20.
Solve me now for 20 points. What is 6 times 77? Central Catholic, Jack.
462.
Correct. Central Catholic takes back control.
language, maybe.
Colorful language for 30.
Colorful language for 30 points. Two-word phrase that describes memorable, joyful day. It's known as a red letter day. A red letter day. Central Catholic in control.
Biology babies 15.
Biology babies for 15. What is a baby canary called? End of round. That's a chick, by the way. Let's take a look at our score. We have Heritage Christian 100 points, Central Catholic 145 points. Still very much anybody's game. Brainstorm round is coming up next. Questions worth 20 points apiece, negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game, a very, very close competition, very, very competitive. We have Heritage Christian 100 points, Central Catholic 145 points. Both teams have elected to stay with their lineup from the last round as we move to our brainstorm round. This is all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen. In this round, questions are worth 20 points apiece, negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, but no stealing. I repeat, no stealing in this round. Still, very much anybody's game. Heritage Christian, Central Catholic, are you ready? Yep. Brainstorm round starts right now. Name the only state in the United States where permafrost exists. Heritage Christian, Chris.
Alaska.
Correct. Located just east of Israel, name the country whose capital is Amman. Jordan. How many quarts are in 90 gallons? Central Catholic, Jackson.
360.
Correct. The pomegranate, peacock feather, and diadem are all symbols for what goddess in Greek mythology? Central Catholic, Jack.
Persephone.
Incorrect. Hera. In Greek mythology, who slew Argus and placed his 100 eyes in the tail of the peacock? Time, Hermes. The outermost layer of the sun can look like a halo or aura in photos. What is this layer called? Time, corona. Aerobic bacteria must have what in order to live? That would be Heritage Christian Hunter.
Oxygen.
Oxygen is correct. What part of speech does softly represent? Heritage Christian, Chris.
Adverb.
Adverb is correct. Which Canadian province is located due west of Saskatchewan? Time, Alberta. In his story, The Jungle Book, about which valiant mongoose did Rudyard Kipling include a short story? Time, Rikki Tikki Tavi. Which South American capital is often referred to as the Paris of South America? That would be Central Catholic, Joel.
Buenos Aires.
Correct. Mustangs, Pasofinos, and Arabians are all breeds of which animal? Central Catholic, Jack.
Horse.
Horse is correct. In Shakespeare's Hamlet, who is Ophelia and Laertes? That would be Central Catholic, Jack.
Polonius.
Excuse me?
Polonius.
Correct. Which island country located south of Turkey has its capital at Nicosia? That would be Central Catholic, Joel.
Crete.
Incorrect. Cyprus. Identify the noun that designates a time period of 1,000 years. End of round. Let's take a look at our score. We have Heritage Christian at 160 points. Central Catholic, our winner, with 185 points. What a competition. Let's give both these teams a big round of applause. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, let's come out, meet in the middle, shake hands or bump fists, and we'll see you at the next BGSU Brain Game.